drops are falling from your Spanish eyes. Please, please don't cry. This is just adios and not goodbye.
Viva España, and its señoritas by the score. España, por favor. España, por favor. Olé, España, por favor.
All the ladies fell for Rudolph Valentino. He had a beano back in those balmy days. He knew every time you meet an icy creature, you've got to teach her hot blooded Latin ways. But even Rudy would have felt the strain of making smooth advances in the rain. Oh, the king on his face and his soul across the plain. Viva España, fly away and taking a toll of the pain. And take it down and Viva España.
If you'd like to have them at the door in some Bucabaya, and we send your neighbors by the score. España, por favor. España, por favor.
La 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 la. España, por favor.
Quite by chance to hot romance, I found the answer. Flamenco dancers are far finest pets. There was one who whispered soft, hasta la vista. Each time I kissed him behind the castanets, he rattled his maracas close to me. In no time I was running at me.
On this year I'm off to Southeast Spain. Viva España.
I'm taking the Costa Brava plane.
Viva España. If you'd like to chat a matador in San Bucabaya, and his señoritas by the score. España, por favor. La 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 la.
Viva España.
La 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 la.
Viva España.
If you like to chat a matador in some cool cabana,
And his señoritas by the score. España, por favor. España, por favor. España, por favor.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Black and White Minstrel Show.
Thank you very much and good evening. Welcome to another Black and White Minstrel Show. Our special guest tonight is a very brilliant young pianist called Brooks Aaron, and he's going to join us in some music by Frédéric Chopin. We've also got my old friend Don Maclean on the show, and he's going to join us because he's been signed up for the entire series. And now I think they're already behind me, so we're going to take you on a trip to Hernandez Hideaway.
glow, little glowworm, fly of fire.
Glow like an incandescent wire.
Glow for the female of the species.
Turn on the AC and the DC. This night could use a little brightening.
Light up, you little old bug of lightning.
When you gotta glow, you gotta glow.
Glow, little glow and glow.
Glow, little glowworm in the dark night.
You are equipped with such a bright light.
You got a cute vest pocket lighter,
Which you can make both dim or brighter.
I don't know who you took a shine to.
Or who you're out about to make a sign to.
I got a gal that I love so. Glow, little glow and glow.
I know a dark, secluded place.
A place where no one knows your face.
A glass of wine, a sweet embrace.
It's called Hernando's Hideaway.
Ole,
Just knock.
and whisper low.
And say that you were sent by Joe.
Then strike a match and you will know.
You're in Hernando's Hideaway.
Ole.
Saddle shoes, well, I must confess, you look as though you fell into the wrong address. Wants a nice kid like you, do it in a place like this, with those baby blues and that mellow smile. The minute you walked in, I said, she's got style. Wants a nice girl like you, place like this. She's a lady, she's a lady, she's as quiet as a mouse. She would never ever raise her voice to a shout.
Not unless somebody else was drowning her out.
She's a lady, highfalutin.
She knows just how things are done.
People bring her gossip, but they're wasting their time. She won't listen to them cause she thinks it's a crime.
Besides, she'd rather listen on her party line.
She's a lady, oh yes.
What good is sitting alone in your room? Come hear the music play. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret.
Stars have lost their glitter.
The wind blows colder.
And suddenly you're older.
And all because of the man that got away. No more his eager call. The writing's on the wall. The dreams you've dreamed have all gone astray. The man that won you has run off and undone you.
That great beginning has seen the final inning.
Don't know what happened. It's all a crazy game. No more that old time thrill. For you've been through the mill. And by every trick of his. You're on tour. Fools will be fools, and where's he gone to?
The road gets rougher, it's lonelier and tougher. With hope you'll burn up, tomorrow he may turn up.
There's just no let out each livelong night or day. Ever since this world began, there's nothing sadder than a one-man woman looking for the man that God owns.
Stars have lost their glitter, road gets rougher, lonelier and tougher.
Thank you very much. And now to read us some more excerpts from his bumper fun book of 1926, Don Maclean.
Oh, what? Is it me now? Is it? Oh, wonderful. You will excuse me, I'm just fixing a door handle onto my dressing room. I'll not be a minute. There. Oh. What are you doing in there?
Well,
No, it's all right. Don't tell me. I've just remembered. Wasn't it nice of Suzanne to offer to do the washing up? Lovely girl. Oh. Building apart again. Oh. You saw that, did you? Wonderful. Because I've got away with women, you know. I've got away with 2 or 3, actually. But, the minstrels, they're all very jealous of me with them. Especially that Carl Scott. You know him, don't you? The big butch Canadian. Tarzan of the Mounties. No, a very strong lad. Used to be the fastest lumberjack in the world. It was him that cleared the Sahara forest. Now, funnily enough, he had a very similar upbringing to Ted Darling, because little Ted, he used to work for the Forestry Commission, you know, as a mushroom fella. He may not be very big, but my word, he did not pull the birds, Ted. Because they all want to mother him, you know. In fact, when he was 15, he went out with an Australian. She kept him in a pouch. Oh, yes. When she opted, he didn't half get a headache. Oh, 15, what a difficult age. Do you remember what you were doing when you were 15? What were you doing when you were 15, George? Were you? Oh, should have been locked up. I'll tell you what George was doing when he was 15. He was working as a cleaner in a chariot wash. Very old, you know, George. Now, I remember my teenage vividly. Oh, yes. Back in Birmingham in the late 50s. Like all adolescents, I was desperate to have air under my arms. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? I wanted to be able to walk in a room and say, look at me, I'm a man. Oh! I was so keen that I stole my dad's hair restorer. And it grew hair down to my waist. It's a shame there was only the one, but at least it was a start. My dad encouraged me. He bought me my first razor. And I got no whiskers, but I was desperate to use this razor, which is how we came to have a spaniel named Kojak. In those days, things were different, weren't they? I mean, school was different. We never had any sex instruction at our school, you know. The only way you could learn the facts of life was from ancient carvings on the back of the bike sheds. Or from a very well-thumbed copy of the AA Book of Nature Walks. Have you ever been on an AA nature walk? It's great. You walk along in between the courting couples going, AA, AA. By the time I was 15, I'd found the local Lover's Lane round the back of the fish market. Ooh. Everybody knew about it. In fact, if you went to school with your blazer covered in halibut scales, the entire class would club together and buy you an ice bun. And you automatically got 5 house points. No, I spent many happy afternoons round the back of the fish market. And in fact, even now, to this day, there are several young housewives in Birmingham who can't look at a cod fillet without thinking of me. But I mean, in those days, where did we meet our birds? There was no discotheques, you know. We had to go down the coffee bars. Do you remember the coffee bars, eh? We had a marvellous one in Birmingham, the El Nausea Espresso. We'd sit there all day with one cup of frothy coffee. Do you remember frothy coffee? Do you? You didn't drink it, you inhaled it. The only problem in those days was the local gang, the Ladywood mob. You know the sort, crash helmets, metal studs all over the backs. Couldn't afford leather jackets. Their leader was a great big lad called Bowtie. They called him Bowtie because he was covered in spots. Came from acne. Oh, that's a London joke, that is. Now, one day, I was sat in the El Nausea, reading Dan Dare Meets the Mekong, and all of a sudden, the Ladywood mob burst in. Bowtie walked over and surrounded me on his own. He looked down at me and went, "Oh!" And I looked up at him and went, There was a priest in the corner. He stood up and he gave me the last rites. He went, all you could hear for the next 10 minutes was, "Oh!" All of a sudden, Bowtie lifted me up bodily. My end was in sight. I'd ripped my trousers that afternoon. He was still at it. All of a sudden, his prayers were answered because a great big muscular apparition appeared at my side and scared them all off with just one flex of a muscular bicep. Yes, it was my teenage sweetheart, Daisy Godsall. I'd only met her that week. Well, I didn't exactly met her. I was at this wrestling match, you see, and she fell out the ring into my lap. Oh, a lovely girl. So pure and so discreet. I mean, not like nowadays. I mean, the girls nowadays, what are they like? I mean, they're all sort of women's lib, aren't they, and all that. You know, I mean, I don't hold with that myself, that women's lib, because you never know what they're going to do you? All the while they're at it, the women's lib. What are they? Just a minute. Where do you think you're going?
I'm just going to your dressing room to lie down.
That's funny, I feel tired all of a sudden. You'll excuse me, won't you? I'll be back in a... Just a minute. I can't get in. Come out, get all! Anybody got a tin opener?
Chasing rainbows, watching clouds drifting by. My schemes are just like all my dreams, ending in the sky. Be the music they play while we dance forever and a day. To the ghost of a melody haunting and gay. There's a spring, a bird to sing, I'll go on loving you till the to care for you through laughter and through tears. So take my heart in sweet surrender and tenderly say that I'm the one you'll love and live for till the end of time.
Wonderful. Lovely melodies from the great musical Pole, Frédéric Chopin. And here he is, built like a great musical Pole, George Mitchell. George, listen to this, George. It'll kill you. Now, you know, just down the road from the studio, there's a transport cafe, and it's called Harold's Diner. Now, all the minstrels go in there every week, after the show, they go in there, and they sit there all night, and Harold's getting a bit fed up of them. So I went over to them the other day, he said, listen, lads, he said, why do you all sit in my diner all night? And they said, because, and nothing could be finer than to be in Harold's Diner in the morning. A little bounce of that, George. I thought it was funny. Honest, I thought it was ever so funny.
Hold thou from him thy righteous way.
Night ever living unto us giving joy in our hearts alway.
Truth ever glorious, wisdom victorious, Lord, we adore thy majesty.
Father of holy, hark to the lowly, praise we lift to thee.
Sound, sound, ye trumpets, sound to praise the King of glory.
Wake, wake, the echoes round to speak his mighty name. To speak his mighty name.
Thanks very much. Now, each week I've been introducing to you one of the important people behind the scenes on the Minstrel Show. And tonight it's the turn of our financial advisor, Mr. Cyril Catback.
Thank you, yes. Thank you, Mr. Mitchell. By the way, are those BBC shoes you're wearing? Take bigger steps then, there's a good chap. George is not very pleased with me at the moment, you see, because all in the cause of economy, I have had his electric organ converted to North Sea gas. That means that he can only play it while the tide's in. Gives us all a rest, that. Yeah. I am Cyril Cutback, and I am here to save the BBC a lot of money. I've already started. I've chopped the wooden tops, wound up the magic roundabout, and any moment now, I'm liable to drop the clangers. Oh, yes, I dropped one then, didn't I? Yes, I'm cutting everything. You see. Oh, dear me, how silly. I forgot I've taken the glass out. Don't want to wear out the lenses by looking through them, do I? Now, recently, the telephone charges went up. In order to combat this, I have cut the BBC telephones in half. There we are. Look. Yeah. We also have this two-way intercom system. Now, I have worked out a scheme whereby I can save 50% on the two-way intercom system. And let me show you. Hello, wardrobe. The girls' costumes. What have I dropped?
Knickers!
Yes, well, I suppose that sums it up rather well, doesn't it? Now, the electricity charges have also gone up, and as soon as this happened, I switched off all the central heating at the BBC. Hence the title of our newest programme, It Didn't Half Used to Be Hot, Mum. Oh, it's so much fun being mean. Now, I think you'll agree that my financial measures are succeeding, especially if you look at this graph here. Now, this line there shows the estimated expenditure for 1975, and that line shows the actual expenditure since I have been here at the BBC. Compare this with last year's financial boobs. Yes, never mind. But the biggest cuts that I have made, of course, have been in programmes. With the exception, that is, of the cuts I've made to the width of the desk. Yes. I have cut back on the budgets of programmes, and at the moment I've got Percy Thrower presenting Gardener's World from a window box in a Brixton council flat. I have also cut the brothers, and it's now the only son. Of course, outside broadcasts are extremely expensive, and so Match of the Day will have to go. Instead, we'll be running a commentary on a blow football game between two footballing experts. We tried this last week, but unfortunately, Brian Clough sucked when he should have blowed and swallowed the entire table. Plus Jimmy Hill. A lot of people... but never mind. We're thinking of running repeats now, and because news is so expensive to collect, we're going to run repeats of the news. Yes, we start on Monday with the outbreak of World War II, and with a bit of luck, we should be at Dunkirk in time for Christmas. But you'll be delighted to know that I have now worked out a foolproof scheme to set the BBC finances right back on their feet. Now, I can't divulge what this is at the moment.
But where is it? Where is it?
Just a minute. What are you talking about?
Where's the fire? I heard the BBC's burning down.
Shh, you fool. That's not until tomorrow. Yes. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. In the meantime, why not watch this week's finale, which happens to be the combination of two musicals. The Sound of Music. The fools wanted a dozen nuns for this. I said, no chance, too expensive. You'll have to make do with a penguin and 11 mirrors. And also, George wanted to do 7 brides for 7 brothers. I said, 7 brides, George? No chance. You'll have to make do with just the girlfriend.
Isn't she cute? Isn't she sweet? She's gentle and little and nearly complete.
She's knockout, she's regal, her beauty's illegal.
I'm the girlfriend. Ooh.
Take her to dance.
Take me to tea.
It's stunning how cunning this lady can be.
A look at suspicion will cause a collision.
I'm the girlfriend.
She is smart, she's refined.
How can I be real?
She has heart, she has mind.
Gosh, I'm just ideal.
Isn't she cute? Isn't she sweet? And I've only pleasure to meet.
In my funny fashion, I just with a passion for the girlfriend.
My girl's the kind of girl for steady company.
It's steady company that I prefer.
When in the Charleston dance, I want to bump a knee.
I want to bump a knee with her, yes.
She is smart, she's refined. How could she be real?
I have heart, I have mind.
God, the girl's ideal.
I'm awfully cute, I'm awfully sweet.
And I hope you die for a pleasure to meet.
In my funny fashion, I just get the passion for the girlfriend.
Boop-boop-be-doo.
She's the girlfriend.
We'll have a
small room, a hall room, where I can smoke my pipe away.
With my wee head upon your knee, we will thrive on, keep alive on,
Just nothing but kisses with Mr. and Mrs. on little blue chairs. You sow your trousseau and Robinson Crusoe is not so far from worldly cares as a blue room far away upstairs.
In a mountain greenery where God paints the scenery, just two crazy people together. And all the while you love your lovelet, blue skies be your coverlet. When it rains, they laugh at the weather. And if you're good, I'll search for wood so you can cook while I stand looking. We could get the beanery reception in the beanery. Let's all have the greenery home.
How we love sequestering where no pests are pestering, no dear mama hoses in tether.
Mosquitoes here won't bite you, dear. I'll let them sting.
He'll let 'em sting.
Beyond the finger.
We could find a cleaner retreat from life's machinery. Right on mountain greenery,
Where God paints the scenery.
let's all mountain greenery Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens,
bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens.
brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things.
Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels.
Doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles.
Wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things.
Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes,
Snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes.
silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
How do you solve a problem like Maria?
How do you catch a cloud and pin it down?
How do you find the word that means Maria?
A flippity-gibbet.
A will-o'-the-wisp.
A clown.
Many a thing you know you'd like to tell her. Many a thing she ought to understand.
But how do you make her stay and listen to all you say?
How do you keep a wave upon the sand? Oh, how do you solve a problem like Maria? How do you hold on moving in
sound of music. With songs they have sung for 1,000 years. But here's to my heart with the sound of music. My heart wants to sing every song it hears.
My heart wants to beat like the wings